there, this is Gina from hauntedflower.com and hauntedflowerreviews.com, and a while back I started doing a little Ask Gina sequence. If you really wanted to ask me any questions, this was your opportunity, and I got so many. I am just kind of amazed and awed. There's so many questions, there's no way I'll be able to do it in one video, so my idea is I'm going to take a stab at it, try and get a bunch of questions answered for you, and if I don't get to your question this time, I'm sorry, and I'm going to save it for next time. What made you start Haunted Flower? Well, honestly, Haunted Flower is, of course, the t-shirt business that I run with my husband. Go to hauntedflower.com and you can see all of our licensed t-shirt selections. It's really nerdy, fun, awesome apparel. And the reason we decided to start a business was because my husband worked in retail and we moved around all the time, and every time we moved I just grabbed a different job, and we decided, you know what, this time let's just try to start our own business. And we did. We started on eBay with trading cards and action figures, and then we moved into clothing. I love selling the things that we sell. Follow-up question was, how long does it take for a person to get something that they order from Haunted Flower? Honestly, all of our inventory is stored in Amazon warehouses, so it depends on how long it takes Amazon to ship it. So if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can get pretty much anything within 2 days of ordering it, depending on what time of day you've ordered. And if you are not an Amazon Prime customer, then it's whatever shipping speed you choose for it to get to you. Everything only ships to customers in the US right now. That might change someday, but right now we can only ship domestically because we are affiliated with Amazon and they do our shipping for us, which is so important because there's no way I could ship all those orders in one day like I used to. This question is, what movie would you love to do commentary for? The first one I thought of, honestly, was Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail. I think I would just be goofing off the whole time, but I would have so much fun doing it. That's just one of those movies where I cannot keep my mouth shut while I'm watching it, so I think I would be doing a commentary anyway. What is the best/worst thing about being a female critic? I would say that the best thing about it is that it makes you just a little bit different because most of the time it seems to be a boys' club. I am part of the Indiana Film Journalists Association, and it is literally they say this, so it's not an insult if I say it. It's 10 doughy white guys and me. Worst thing about it is that sometimes you can get really stereotyped or pigeonholed. If I have a certain opinion about a movie, it's because you're a girl. That's not always the reason. Seriously, I mostly like guy films. So my opinion's my opinion, and sometimes it just gets a little discounted because I'm a girl. The next one is, hey Gina, do you play video games? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. I don't play them very much lately because roller derby as a hobby is an extremely time-consuming hobby. But when I do play video games, I particularly love Dance Dance Revolution. That's my favorite. And I also really like Mario Kart. Why do you have a thing for cats? Why don't you have a thing for cats is how I would answer that question, because, I'm sorry, cats are furry, sweet, incredibly independent. Here I am in California, and they're pretty much taking care of themselves. You set them up with food, litter, and water, and they're happy to nap all day. Someday, I'm also going to get a dog. In case you're wondering why the cats end up in my review videos, well, one, most of the time they were around my laptop anyway when I was doing reviews. They just kept showing up, and they'd get in between me and the camera anyway, so I just started adding them in just for fun. And then it got a response. Some people really like seeing the cats, so I let them be in it more. And they want to hang out with me, and they want to be on camera. And then as soon as I put them on camera, they don't want to be on camera, and they're like, meow, and they leave. Got another question, wanted to know if I watched the rest of One Piece. Yes and no, because the yes is I watched the rest of Collection 1. Collection 1 came out, it had all those 26 episodes together, so now I've seen 1 through 13, I've seen 14 through 26. What is the worst film you've ever seen? I've been harboring resentment against this film for a very, very, very long time because it's a film I went to see in theaters because I thought, with these two main stars, what could go wrong? Since then, I found out a lot, and that movie is Envy, starring Jack Black and Ben Stiller. It's a horrible movie about a guy who invents like an aerosol can that erases dog poop, and it's a ridiculous idea that makes him all kinds of money, and his friend is horribly jealous. There is happy music in the sad scenes and sad music in the happy scenes. and it's just such a mess. It should have been funny, and it wasn't at all. It just, the tone of it, makes me want to throw potatoes. Next one is asking where we came up with the name for Haunted Flower. Well, this is a fun story, and it actually originates back to the game Mario Kart. If anyone remembers Mario Kart Double Dash for Nintendo GameCube, it's a game where you can play on a team, like one person driving and the other person throwing shells and crap. Well, me and Dan had to play on a team because we fight too much when we play against each other, and it worked out really well as a team. The computer names you, and I selected Daisy, which is like the princess's cousin or something, who's a brunette, and Dan picked Boo, which is the ghost. The computer named us Haunted Flower. There you go. That's where it came from. Another question is, what is your go-to comfort film? Oh my gosh, I have so many. I really like The Princess Bride, obviously. Question, why are you so awesome? I don't think that that's one I can answer, because you have given me the title of awesome. So you have decided I am awesome. So I'd have to ask you, why did you choose that I am awesome? Someone asked me what my most favorite amazing thing I've reviewed is. Well, I think the thing that's really memorable for me is the first time I was sent something I didn't ask for, and that was South Park. I think it was season 13 from Comedy Central. It was a complete surprise. I did not know I was getting it, and I was so excited. DC or Marvel comics? That's a tough one, because they are both in my store at hauntedflower.com, so that would be like choosing your favorite kid or something. But let's see, I really love Marvel movies, particularly Spider-Man 1 and 2, not 3, X-Men 1 and 2, not 3, not Wolverine. Those are some of my favorite superhero movies, but I also really love Batman, and Batman's such a big DC one, so that would be really tough to choose, but I just think maybe that there's more Marvel movies that I like than DC, but gosh, DC is The Dark Knight, and okay, whoever asked me that, you're mean. I'm not going to choose. Have I watched Cowboy Bebop or Lupin the Third? Yes, I've watched Cowboy Bebop, but it was once a long time ago, and I really need to rewatch it. I have not seen Lupin the Third. What is your favorite movie or TV show with an ensemble cast? As far as TV shows go, an ensemble, I am a big fan of Modern Family and Arrested Development. I think both of those have amazing ensemble casts, and they're so funny. And the question I'm going to finish with for this segment is, what advice would you give to people who review movies? Just do it. Don't wait for anyone to come along and hand you something. Do it because it's fun. Do it because you love it. Do as many as you want to. And you know what? Someone might take notice of you. That's what happened for me. A website took notice of me, and then a Film Journalists Association took notice of me, and then I got a hold of a mailing list that made it possible for me to receive product to review, which has been so much fun for me. So I go to movie screenings, and I have a whole stack of stuff I'm always working on, and it's a lot of fun. But also, as a film critic, do not expect to get paid. Most of them don't. It's something I do for fun, and I happen to do it semi-professionally. My business is hauntedflower.com, so if you really enjoy my reviews, maybe check out my store sometime. I think it's a really great store, and I'm very proud of it. So thank you for watching my first Ask Gina segment. I hope it was everything you hoped it would be, and if I did not get to your question this time, that means I'm saving it for the next round, and I'll do another one of these probably next month. See you next time. Bye. For more reviews and to find out about free contest giveaways, go to hauntedflowerreviews.com. My reviews are also available as a podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews and subscribe and leave us feedback and comments. Our store is hauntedflower.com, where we specialize in fantastic licensed apparel from movies, TV shows, video games, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower and Twitter at haunted_flower.
If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.